There is a concept in accounting called a conflict of interest. It means roughly that the person checking the receipts should probably not be the same person who submitted the receipts. This is considered basic. Kindergartners understand it. You do not let the fox audit the henhouse. You especially do not let the fox audit the henhouse while the fox also has a $15.4 billion contract to supply eggs. Elon Musk, the richest human being who has ever lived, spent approximately $300 million getting Donald Trump elected. In return, Trump gave Musk the keys to the entire federal government. Not a department, not an agency, the whole thing. Every database, every contract, every line item, in every budget of every department from the Pentagon to the post office. The official title is Special Government Employee. This is a real designation that has existed for decades. It was designed for, say, a retired professor who consults on nuclear policy for 30 days. It was not designed for a man whose companies hold active contracts with NASA, $11.8 billion, the Department of Defense, $3.6 billion, and basically every agency that has an internet connection and needs satellite coverage. Elon Musk's companies have received $15.4 billion in federal contracts over the past decade. He is now in charge of deciding which federal contracts get cut. Trump was asked directly about this. His response was that if Musk encounters a conflict of interest, Musk will simply excuse himself from the room. The President of the United States just told you that the billionaire will police himself. The richest man in human history will look at a $2.4 billion FAA contract that directly competes with his own Starlink satellite service, and he will, on the honor system, walk away. Speaking of that FAA contract, Verizon had a $2.4 billion deal with the Federal Aviation Administration to modernize air traffic control communications. Musk publicly criticized Verizon's technology on his own social media platform. Then the DOJ started reviewing the contract. Then the FAA began using Starlink instead.
Hello out there in internet land. I'm Lily, the editor at The Wise Wolf, and I just wanted to steal a moment of your time to urge you to subscribe to our god-awful channel. Otherwise, my professor is going to press charges for breaking into his office to shoot this clip. Thanks. Bye now.
Nobody in the White House sees a problem with this sequence of events. The Campaign Legal Center filed an ethics complaint. The Inspector General was asked to investigate. Congressional Democrats sent letters. None of it matters because Senate Republicans have blocked every single attempt at oversight. Here is what should keep you up at night. DOJ employees, many of whom are 20-something tech workers from Musk's private companies, now have access to Treasury Department payment systems, Social Security databases, and IRS records. These are not theoretical concerns. These are databases containing the Social Security numbers, tax returns, and financial records of every American citizen. DOJ employees have access to Social Security databases, IRS records, and Treasury payment systems containing the personal data of every American citizen. None of them have undergone standard background checks. The data broker industry in the United States is worth $434 billion annually. Even a fraction of the insights available in federal databases would be worth tens of billions of dollars to the right buyer. And the people with access to these databases work for a man who also runs xAI, a company that needs exactly this kind of training data. Ben Franklin, who knew a thing or two about rich men in government, warned that the moment you let wealth become the qualification for public service, you have built the architecture of your own destruction. He said this in 1787. It was true then. It is considerably more true now that the wealthy man in question has a rocket company, a car company, a brain chip company, a social media platform, an AI company, and the nuclear codes are one Oval Office conversation away. The man who spent $300 million to buy access to the government is now deciding which government programs survive. His competitors are getting their contracts reviewed. His companies are getting new ones. And when Congress asks questions, the answers come back redacted. This is not a conspiracy theory. It is a Tuesday.